Don't talk to him.
Okay, so family members, let me explain something to you guys. It's their choice what they want to do. I would always tell my clients this when the family members would tell them do A, B, C, or D. I always say, you know what? At the end of the day, if that person ends up going to prison, you're not doing the time. If that person ends up accepting probation, you're not the one who's on probation. They are. So it has to be their decision.
Enjoy the video. Hit the like button.
1162, State versus Nicole Nutter. If I could have parties reannounced for the record, State. Defense.
Albert Chidas for Ms. Nutter.
And are you Miss Nutter?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, State, you said that you had another witness present.
Yeah, one other person I was gonna call.
All right, if you call them, please.
Paige Slater.
All right. Hello. Hi, and excuse me, you need to stand over there. If you'll raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Paige Slater.
All right, if you'll make sure you keep your voice up so that I can hear, because my allergies are acting up, and also so that the court reporter can hear.
Yes.
All right, defense.
Could you let me know what your relationship is to Ms. Nutter?
She's my mom.
And where do you live? Not address, but town?
San Antonio.
Okay. And are you willing to help your mom get through, assuming the court were to give her probation? Are you willing to assist her in housing?
Yes, she can stay with me. I'm at.
And do you live alone in the apartment? Do you have children in the apartment?
No, just me and a dog.
Okay. And are you aware of your mom's mental health issues?
Yes. Yeah, I grew up with her.
And so are you willing to help her to try and stay on her medication so she can maintain a healthy mental state?
Yes, yes. Yeah, 100%.
And are you employed?
Yes, I'm self-employed.
Okay, all right. I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, any questions from the state?
No questions.
All right, and just one for me.
I'm
Out of
sorry?
curiosity, what do you do?
Social media.
Okay. All right, so when you say social media, what are you?
Yeah, like basically influencer. Like I make probably like 10 to 20.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right, thank you so much.
Thank you. And I have no other witnesses, Judge.
All right,
Just
so,
argument.
all right, I'll hear your argument. Oh, you can come back up.
So Judge, I know Ms. Nutter did have some issues with her probation in the past. She's had probation before. But she's always, had the issue with being bipolar. That's never gonna go away, and that's something where it's been a struggle for her. It's also cost her to do some things that are erratic. She's gotten into drugs. It seems like she's overcome the issue of drugs, but she's still been struggling with her mental health. And she did have a job before she was arrested. She was working with I'll probably butcher his name, but Tim Height, the complainant. And Tim was very generous, very helpful. He's a religious man, and he was helping her in giving her a job, giving her a place to stay, trying to get her, closer to God and away from drugs. He was interviewed by the state, and he himself feels that it's way too much to say it was a burglary of a habitation. He thinks that it probably should have been like a criminal trespass. He just wanted her gone because she was acting so crazy, so erratic, out of control. I think in page 5 of the report to the court, he's interviewed and kind of gives his thoughts on the matter, which is that he wants her to get the help she needs. He thinks she has a drug problem. But she is bipolar and she wasn't on her medication. So she either has to be getting her medication for bipolar, and in addition, if there's a drug issue, getting drug treatment. And my client's open to doing what she needs to do. She's just asking the court to have the opportunity to do that. She does have a place to go back to. Her daughter will let her stay with her. And I think that it's probably a better solution than putting her in TDC and at taxpayers' expense, when she can kind of try and get her affairs in order and still abide by the court's requirements. And if she doesn't, the court always has the opportunity to simply revoke her if she doesn't do what she's supposed to be doing. So-
State.
So for that reason, I would just say, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
for that reason, I would just say if you could give her probation. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. State.
Judge, just in the previous history of repeat offending states in position that in lieu of prison, we a long probation, we approach a case.
All right. So I will tell you, this is a very difficult case for me on deciding what to do because I don't have a crystal ball. So I'm weighing the fact that you've never successfully completed probation. I mean, the PSI I'm reviewing, you're given probation and each time you were revoked. You were revoked in 2008. And that was interference with child custody. And I'm assuming that's involving the 13-year-old.
That's involving this young lady that.
Oh, that's involving her. Okay. And then there was the bail jumping in 2013. And I know, depending on what county you're in, when you don't show up, they'll charge you with bail jumping. And then the probation on that was revoked. And then everything else, it appears that you have taken time. So this is a difficult case. And then the complainant, I've read the PSI report, the complainant does not want you to go to prison. Complainant feels that you need help, that you have mental health issues and drug issues. Now, according to the TAP evaluation, they think that you're minimizing. So this is what I can tell you I will do. And at first I was strongly thinking about giving you 3 years in the prison and not granting your application. But if I grant your application for probation, you're going to remain in custody because they want to evaluate you for DDRF. And how long is DDRF?
Yeah, it's 120 to 180 days. Currently, there's a 10 to 12 week wait for females.
And I have no choice but DDRF for you because it appears that you have the mental health issues along with drug issues. I could refer you to felony drug court, but if felony drug court doesn't accept you, then it would do DDRF. So you can either, I can sentence you to 3 years in the prison. You'll receive credit for whatever time you've been in, or I grant your application. People will tell you probation in here is not easy. It's designed for the probationer that's before me. But if I grant you probation, then you're going to remain in custody. She's told you what the wait time is. That's the wait time. I have no control over that. So those are your two choices. If you would like to discuss it with your attorney, you can. All right. You're welcome. Do y'all want to sit in the box and discuss? And then I'll bring you all back up. All right.
Well, Judge, actually, she's pretty clear on what she wants to do.
Yes.
That's fine with the waiting in jail. I'm doing 180 days in jail.
All right. No, she's saying it's going to be 180 days. And then what else, Ms. Abrams?
So the program itself is 120 to 180 days, and the wait time is 10 to 12 weeks. That's after medical. Medical can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
So you're looking at the time in DDRF plus the wait time.
You want to think about it a little bit?
Sure. Okay. All right. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes.
Welcome. If I had the ability to put people in programs sooner, I would.
Don't talk to him.
Okay, so family members, let me explain something to you guys. It's their choice what they want to do. I would always tell my clients this. When the family members would tell them do A, B, C, or D, I always say, you know what? At the end of the day, if that person ends up going to prison, you're not doing the time. If that person ends up accepting probation, you're not the one who's on probation. They are. So it has to be their decision. All right? So if you all try to speak to her again, you're going to be removed from the courtroom. No problem. What page was Barrera on? Thank you. Yes, we're back on the record and 2024 CR 011162. All right, have you all had a chance to discuss your options?
We did, Judge.
And what are you requesting, Ms. Nutter?
3 years,
Prison?
yes.
All right, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I'll request the therapeutic community for her. But you'll have to request it also. Do you understand?
No.
When you go there, you'll have to let them know that you would like to be in the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in the prison. It's just designed to help you, for example, for you with your mental health issues and any drug issues, okay? And there is a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And there's to be no contact with Timothy Height, Haight, and Country, Kountry, Campground RV Park. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it and did you sign it?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
All right, so we can go off the record. Here's the thing. At some point, you're going to be looking at a habitual offender status. And what that means is for certain felonies, if you're charged with it, your minimum is 25 years in the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to have to do better. You're going to have to stay on your medications. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a place that can help you, you can always come back to the court. If I'm still here, I'll see if I can help you find a place. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a seat, ma'am.